What's up, everyone? This is your boy Hstlgod, and I am sitting here today with DB God. Welcome to the next episode of Cloutfinder. How are you,
Yeah,
man? You coming with the energy today.
bro, shit. Just woke up literally a minute ago. I'm already talking crazy. It's like a switch.
So I'm excited to get into it today because I want to know your story and how you risen from, I guess, TikTok, and now you're killing it across platforms. And so let's get into it right away. DB, how did you start doing these interviews? How did your brand come about?
All right, so it's a funny story, bro. Like it's like a long, like it's not a long, but like it's a story, bro. So I used to be a big time like Division 1 athlete at the University of Arizona. Before that, I was going to high school at Desert Edge in Goodyear, Arizona. I was one of the top athletes. They were like recruits in like the country and shit because like I was like top ranked for sacks and shit, and like all this other hoorah rah rah stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a really big athlete out here. So what ended up happening was I went to college. Played a little bit of football. The political side of things kind of got in the way of that, you know what I mean? After my second year of college. So like after that second season, I dipped out. Like I just left. Said, fuck it. I'm not trying to do that. So I left, dipped out, and then I kind of followed my own like path to see if I wanted to go to another school. And then what ended up happening with time there, I had like 2 months of school left after season because I said I wanted to transfer. So I was literally like in the middle of school and figuring out what I wanted to do for the remainder of my time here, I guess. So I kind of started YouTube as a creative route to like not have my head on things, like that, like not think about too much stuff, like because like football takes up all your time. So with me being able to do YouTube, well, it was going to take up my time along with school, so I was going to be busy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny because when I left football, I was like going through some depressive stuff because what happened with them was yeah, like kind of like when you say you want to transfer, they kind of like just kick you off the team and like made you fend for yourself. Like they said you couldn't use the facility, you couldn't use the weights, couldn't use the gym, like none of that stuff, couldn't use the field, none of it. And it's kind of like a slap in the face because like I kind of like gave my like body, like for me, or I gave my all pretty much to the university, and for the coaches to treat somebody like that, you know what I mean? Like it's like whoa, it's like one of them shocks, like a slap in the face. So I was going through some depressive stuff with that and everything, and like I was trying to figure out how like to cope with it and like what I could do to get my mind off of things while I get ready to transfer and shit. And then like I kind of like was always watching YouTube instead of TV. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of dope. What are these guys doing? And I'm over here trying to figure out a way to cope with being sad and shit and all these thoughts. So I'm like, all right, cool. So YouTube ended up being like my outlook because I was always creative. I always had a creative mind. I like to make videos and edit stuff and do little things like that. So it's kind of funny because I met GoofyTube, which is my good friend Marcel. He ended up starting helping me start my YouTube. So like he was there, he already did YouTube, was already up and coming, and then I was like kind of like the new guy jock coming in like to a new little scenario, like, hey bro, can I start YouTube too? He's like, yeah, bro, we can do some videos sometime and shit. And I was like, oh, okay, you feel me? So like literally, I'm over here doing a few interviews before like school goes out, like a month and a half or a month or two before school ends and we go home for winter break. I'm over here doing interviews and playing with YouTube shit. So it's like, all right, it's like not serious yet, but it's like, okay, I have something to do that's creative and constructive, and I'm not in the streets doing bad shit and all these other things. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, bet I could get with this. So fast forward like a 6 months to a year later, shit, I get traction and start doing interviews and starting to buy equipment and everything and like all this other crazy stuff. But like the first 6 months, bro, I was homeless because my dumb ass decided to leave school and not tell nobody, and then decided to say that I don't want to go back to school. So nigga was homeless for like 6 months until like with my mom until like we finally like got like got finance like our financials like good and shit. 'Cause I had to work a job and like she had to work too and everything. Like I just like was going crazy. Like it was crazy. So like that first 6 months was fucking rough, bro. But then after that, everything started coming together eventually, and like I just kept my faith in God. And I was like, this is like genuinely what I want to do. So like, and it's like everything just started coming together more and more. That's how like I started like really applying myself.
Okay, okay. And you just said a lot there. Like,
I told you, bro. My story's crazy, bro. Like my story, there's a lot more, but I had to like leave out because I didn't try to like bore y'all.
it's
But
not boring at all, man. It's not boring at all. And we're here to find out, the truth and,
yeah,
highlight our different stories so that, other content creators can know, what people have gone through and
yeah,
see what they can take away from it and, get some motivation for, themselves if they're going through something themselves. So everything, feel free to just, anything you want to say,
yeah.
let. And so going back, so let's not just skip over the fact that you were an athlete. So you say you were playing football. What was your position and what school did you go to?
So I went to the University of Arizona in Tucson, and then I played outside linebacker slash rush in. So like I was a specialty player. So like I had like really like multiple jobs, but I was the one player.
Man, so
Yeah,
University of Arizona in Tucson. This is a
yeah,
public service announcement. Treat your people better, and
yeah. Facts,
negative publicity on how you're treating people bad.
facts.
So you lead the program. You're hustling. You said you were a little depressed, and you were using like content creation as an outlet. Um,
Yeah.
so while you were homeless for that like first 6 months, and you were going through it, what was it that was like, I guess, keeping you going, especially if you weren't getting necessarily the traction you wanted right away?
Yeah, niggas didn't have no fun. Um, for sure, one of the things that kept me going was my mom, bro. Like I've never seen, we never been in that position like that. Like my mom was never homeless. I've never been homeless. Like my mom has, like way before shit, and she got back on her feet and everything. But me being like, a young black man, like I've never went through some struggle like that. So like for me, that was new. And to see my mom like it was, you know what I mean? Because I was kind of like a mama's boy sometimes. So like to see my mom how that was, like it kind of like sparked one of them things. You know how like there comes a time where like, all right, like everything's coming together, but like then you kind of put your foot down after an event happens. And it's like, all right, like we really gotta we gotta go, like we gotta go now, type shit. So it's like one of those things. After I was sleeping, we were sleeping on my sister's floor and stuff like that, and like I just said to myself, like I just never want to go through this again. Like I'll never be homeless. I'll never have to worry about like eating and like where my mom's gonna stay or something like that. You feel me? So after that point in my life, it was like, like I'm gonna make it. Like regardless of what happens, like I'm gonna either make it or I'm gonna die. I'm gonna make it or I'm gonna die. And I can't die, so I gotta make it. So fuck it. So yeah, just had to make a way for myself. But in all real seriousness, it was for sure my mom because I never seen her down like that. I never seen her like that in that position before. So it kind of had one of those helpless feelings that like you can't do shit. You know what I mean? So like you can't control it. Like there's nothing you can do. So I just never ever wanted to be in that position again. Never to be able to help my mom or something like that.
I feel you. I feel you. And it's so funny you say that because one, I have a similar story to you. This is not about me, so I'm not gonna get too deep into that right now. But also, you said something that's very important. You said I'm gonna make it or I'm going to die. And so it sounds like you had a very focused vision that, no matter what's happening, you're gonna keep going forward and you're not gonna look back.
Yeah. Like literally in that 6 months to a year, I had to go back to school, which community college club, getting ready to transfer to Arizona State University, which is ASU in Tempe, which is where I am at right now. I'm not going to school. I dropped out. Fuck that. But like it was like literally I was going to school and like I sucked it up because like I didn't tell my parents yet. So like I'm over here like going to community college, trying to get ready to play sports and transfer and then work and do YouTube. So like the plate was full as fuck, like to the point where like I was failing some classes. But let's not talk about that. But like it was to the point where like I was going to school, and I'll just go through school, go to classes. As soon as I get home, I would edit, and I wouldn't care about school. Like after I get out of classes, I'll go right home and edit because then I go to school, pay attention there, then go home and edit. And anything that happens in between that time, well, shit, I ain't got enough time to fucking study, so suck it. So yeah, I was just like fucking, bro. I was like, yo, like I'm gonna make it, like regardless of everything. Like I'm not coming back to school this year. I'll tell my parents I'm done. Like I'm blowing up. Like I'm going viral. Like everything I said, like I've spoken to like months and months and months before previously, at least like 8 months to a year before any of this shit happened. So it was like I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this and this, and literally like a few months or like a month before it was time to drop out or time for me to drop out type shit of college or like leave community college because I was there and shit. I flunked out like one class, which was my math class, and I dropped a few of my other classes. So I was just like, all right, cool, just go to school, you know, because my mom knew it was taking a toll on me, but she didn't know like what it was, you know, but it was for sure school. So I'm over here like, you know, groggy and like trying to like go through this whole schedule like that for like the last 3 or 4 months. Think about that. Like posting 3 videos a week. I edit my own videos. No one else is helping me. I had to go get the content and all this and this and that. I had to go to school 3 times out of the week for like almost 8 hours a day or more. Like, bro, like it was kind of crazy. So it was like one of those things where it's like God gave you the strength to do that shit because I don't see now how I was able to pull some of the shit I was pulling off. Because to post 3 videos a week, go home, post 3 videos a week, and then go back to school and then work 2 of those days and then work right after you get out of school for Uber and do all these other shit. You know? It was fucking gnarly. And then to go do content on the weekend, it was kind of, when I look back at it, it was like, yo, niggas just, nigga, it was not going back. Niggas was not going out like that. That's all it pretty much was. Niggas just was not gonna go out. I was not gonna go in bad. That's what it was. So, yeah.
Man, and you know what? So let me ask you this. At what point when you already had your made up, you're already like, this is what I'm going to do. But what was that thing that started to, I guess, tip you over where you started getting some real momentum or you're like, man, I'm really going to do this. So this is it for me. Like, is there a moment that you're like, dang, I'm about to make this?
So yeah, it was literally like within finals week or something like that, like a few weeks before finals, like we were doing shit. And I
What?
was in at the community college, right? So one day, I'm over here on like TikTok and everything else and stuff like that, like, you know, I mean, doing my regular schedule and, you know, keeping up my stuff. But like one of my videos or something that I had popped off, and I started getting hella subscribers. Like I was at 3K, and then next thing I know, like one of these days, I think of it. I don't know if it was a video or what, but I started getting hella subscribers. Like, bro, 15K, or like I went from 3K to like 10K within like the 4 days out of the week, and then, or no, I went to 20K. My bad, I went to like 20K, and like I'm over here like, yo, like if this shit like keeps going like this, like I'm quitting. I'm fucking quitting school, bro. Like I can leave now. Like I did what I said. I can go. I can go. And it's funny though, because by the time my birthday hit, which is December 13th, which is about the time when you go leave for break and shit, around that time before we left school, I was at 20K subscribers. So I was like, and I set the goal that like, if I get 20K, by the time school's done, I'm telling my mom, I'm dropping out. I don't want to come back and this and this and that. And funny that it happened because that's exactly what the fuck happened. I had like 20 something K, like 25 or something like that. And I was grateful as fuck. Like I was so happy and shit. Then I made a video thanking everybody, like, you know, like, because no, I made a video at 6K thanking people because I was happy for that. And then it just kept going, bro. And like by the time, like within a week or two or a week and a half, I was at like 20,000. So like, that's like some big number, a bigger number like that. So I was like, yo, like, okay, bro, like this is what I've been wanting, bro. This is what I've been working for. It's coming together, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. So I got something to show my mom. So then after that, I like kind of got back on TikTok, which was like funny because I had left TikTok. I was on TikTok on August when it first came out, before everybody got on it. And then that was my first account. So I got on that, right? And then I was like, you know what, trying to be a regular TikToker. Yeah, you feel me? Trying to do that dumb shit. And my black ass trying to, you know, be a different boy. So that happened, and I was not. It's not working because niggas was only get like 500 views video, but even at that time, for a nigga with only like 100 people, that was pretty damn good, I guess. So I was just being fucking, I was being irritated because of my name, Charlie D'Amelio, and all them motherfuckers already up there. So I'm like, well, So I was deleted the app, left it alone for a little bit, obviously, and then came back to it on October 27th of 2019. 2019, October 27th. I remember like it was like yesterday because that was a moment that like changed my life forever. And it came back to because it's Hunter, which is my other good friend, which is a bigger YouTuber or bigger TikToker, like a big TikToker. So I was with him, I was helping to make TikToks that day, helping out, having fun, whatever it is. So tell me why, where we're making TikToks and stuff like that. We get done, it's like 5:30, 5:30. We come home. I drive back to his crib and everything. We all come together and like look at the TikToks, laugh, all that stuff. And they're talking to me and they're like, "Yo, bro, like, why'd you leave TikTok?" Like, it's like I was irritated. I was like, "Nigga, I'm not white. I can't do this. I can't dance. Like it's different. Like, So I'm over here like mad as shit. So I'm like, he's like, "Bro, don't worry about it. Like, just like put your YouTube videos out there. Like, you put YouTube clippings on there, right?" I didn't know about this. So I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. All right, I guess." You feel me? So I download the app again, open it back up, right? And they're like, "Yeah, bro, just post a clip of what you do, bro. You do YouTube videos, so just post a clip of that, bro." So come to find out, this was like in like October, October 27th and stuff like that, like before Halloween. So I get ready to, look through a video. What can I post? What can I post? Like what can I look at? All these videos in my phone gallery that I'm looking at, and I'm like, all right, nah. No. I'm just looking, and I come across that video. It's one of the clear videos in the group. It's the one that pops out to me in the gallery. And I'm looking at them. I play it. I'm like, I have nothing to lose. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna use this one. Like, cut it up, 18-minute clip, 18-second clip, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just pick this on TikTok. What do I caption it? What's the video? Okay. 3 ways to kiss any girl you want. Okay, fuck it. So, capture that. And then I picked the For You page, For You and FYP, you know what I mean? And it just threw it up, who cares? I don't have nothing to lose. It's not going to hurt me, but, So my good friend Hunter, they had like 60K, like 70,000 TikTokers, like followers, right? I'm over here at 500, right? So I posted videos, not thinking anything of it. Fuck it. If it works, it works. But if it doesn't, I didn't lose anything. So I posted up, right? And time goes by, like 5 minutes, and I left my phone alone, right? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I just leave it alone. 5, 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes goes by, and I'm just on my phone chilling and everything, just doing whatever I'm doing, I guess. And I go back to the app, bro. Kept getting a notification, but I don't know what from. So I go back to the app, and that bitch is like jumping numbers. Like, next thing I see this motherfucker at like 500K. So like it's jumping numbers. So it's like 500K to 550, 550K to 600K, 600K to 650K, and it's 650K to like 800K, 800K to a million to like a million point one, a million to a million point two, like jumping numbers, like going crazy. So I'm looking at that shit like like I was like, well, so I'm like, and hence that video hit about 8 to 10 mil by the time it got done. So I'm going through that, and it was a Friday. It was Friday, by the way, too. So I'm over here like, oh wow, this is so cool. So tell me why I'm looking at this shit, right? And I'm like, oh wow, like what the fuck? Whoa. So by the time I leave my friend's crib, like I got like 80K, and it's like within an hour, bro. Think about that. Like I had got like maybe 2.5, 3 million views by the time I left this guy's house, which was one of my best friends, which was like I got there, we posted a video at 6 o'clock. So and I left at like 7-ish, 7:30-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So within an hour I gained like 70, 80,000 people off of one video. So like I'm thinking this he kind of mad. He looked kind of mad. I can lie to you because like bro, think about if you told your friend to download the app and he just pops the fuck off. And like it's like, you've been working he's been working at posting like 4 videos a week on that TikTok app for like the past few months too. So like to think about that and like nigga just pops off. Like one clip don't really work that hard, don't do that for no TikTok, and it just pops the fuck off. Think about it. So I was like, I'd be mad too. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be definitely for sure be mad. So it was like one of the things, but he was happy because it's like he knew I've been working my ass off for everything else. So it was like one of the things where it's like, all right, he just gotta work harder. So he said, fuck it, just started working harder. And he has like he got like a milli that year. Like his video started popping up too. So he's just like, all right, cool. Like, he was never mad, like even, but like he was like, you're irritated because like that shit like that happened. So he's like, bro, what the fuck? So yeah, and I'm popping off too. But like the cool thing about it, like that's when I like really everything started coming together because that time I had did that. I had posted a video first time, it went good, right? And then I posted a video a second time because I didn't think it got the amount of attention that it should have got. So I posted a video, got like 8 mil by the time the weekend hit, I guess. And what call cause I had posted it twice, I think. So like I posted the time before. I think I posted it again or some shit like that. But I had posted a second time, I believe, and somebody grabbed it and put it on Twitter, right? And that's when everything went viral. Like that's when generally everything went viral. So like
You say
on
that
Twitter,
viral. I mean,
uh,
if you get 8 million views, you're already viral. But you're
nah, bro, nah. That was not viral. That was like recognition for me. But like I knew I should have get real big. So like then it got taken on Twitter the next morning. Like after the second time I believe I posted it, right? So it got posted the next morning, right? And I think the second time the video got like 3 million, but it was like a lot of likes, like quality. Like Gerald Houston liked the video and commented, like a few like famous people seen it. So it was like it was different. It was a different crowd, I guess. So I posted the second time. He commented on it and a few others I knew and stuff like that. And then it was funny because it was Black History Month, I believe. And was one of the other times when like I'll tell you about that later, but when I got posted on funny hood videos and everything, I was on Twitter and somebody posted my show on Twitter. Then it went crazy, got 10 mil. Got 10 mil on there, and then got taken off funny hood videos. And then they posted me in every single social media platform that like that's a meme page on Instagram, posted my video. From to meme czar, to meme jokes, to puberty, to fucking Worldstar didn't touch my shit. It was weird. Fuck them, but anyways, funny hood videos, fucking grudge reactions, PewDiePie, like all these pages with 20 plus mil threw me up on their page, and even the smaller ones with a mil or 5 mil or something. So they threw me up there, right? And it was crazy as shit because I literally was saying my Instagram explode within like the whole weekend. So like everything I had from every social media I had from Instagram, YouTube, all that shit jumped up and went stupid. And like literally I ended the weekend with like I would have to say like almost like 100K on Instagram within 2 days, 3 days, gained about and then on YouTube gained another spurt during the whole thing. I had like what was it? I had like on YouTube I had like close to 60K now from like 30 to 5,000, just 30, 40,000 from that video, just that video alone. That's what happened. And then on top of that, I had 500 on like fucking Twitter because Twitter, I hate Twitter. I don't know how to work that shit. But by the time I got Dev, I had 1,500. So I'm like, all right, that's not bad, bro. So all my social medias got beefed up, bro. And it was funny as fuck because what happened was that all stress just started happening, and it was like, well, like what the fuck, you feel me? And like this was like, I believe it was Black History Month, bro. It was Black History because
2020.
yeah,
Okay.
yep. This year, Black History Month, before everything went lockdown and stuff like that, that whole month was like my golden month, bro. That's when all that stuff happened. I posted a second time, and that's when like I blossomed, bro. Like after I got back from Cali and stuff like that, like one of my videos ended up taking off too on YouTube, and I got like 20 more K from it. So I was at like 75K and stuff like that. So like I'm over here like with 75K, 100K plus on YouTube, or not on YouTube, 100K plus on Instagram, close to I believe 100K, but yeah, around that number. And then I had like probably like 250K on like TikTok and shit, and like so all these numbers like were like good, like bro, I was chilling, you feel me? So it was like that Black History Month was like my year because I had met a lot of famous people at Rolling Loud and stuff like that. And, like I got interviews from him and everything else. So it was like that was my year. And then a lot of people noticed me after that video because like they're like, "Yo, you got a kiss that gear, huh?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was kind of funny.
So
That's how everything.
a lot right there. So let's just recap. So you were hustling, and you first started to get your traction on YouTube. Um, and then you were able to use your traction from YouTube, where you hit like 20 something thousand, like December. I think it was 2018 ish. That
Yep.
like December
Yeah.
2018, and then you were able
Oh
to
no, 2019, 2019,
Dec-
2019.
December
Yeah,
2019 when you
because
hit.
I left school December 20. Yeah, 2019.
All right, 2019. And at the same time, you were getting your traction from TikTok because you were starting to post the videos that you were making over at YouTube on
Yeah,
TikTok. And you didn't even think that like TikTok was for you.
yeah. Definitely didn't think that shit.
So this all happened within the span of like 3-4 months.
Yeah, maybe about 5, 6, 6. I'll give it 6.
Like five,
Yeah,
6 months. Okay.
yeah, 5, 6 months. Because December or not December, February to October, October. So that's about 5, 6 months.
Okay, so I think this is a great time to go into like what type of content you make. And
Uh,
for everyone listening, why do you think that like your content was able to go viral? Like what was appealing about it to the audiences like once it really started to get discovered?
I for sure believe it was had to be.
We lost your video, by the way. There we go.
Bet. All right, so no, I for sure believe it was definitely that wow factor. So like when I'm gonna make it go viral, somebody explained it to me. It was like people love and hate a wow factor, like a surprise. Like you know what I mean? Like how like I turned and gave her the questions. It was like a simple interview, right? Cool. I was smooth as fuck, everything was cool. But when she said cheek and I got on the list, it was like people love to like argue about stuff or like, like if it wows you, like people are just there for that wow factor. If it gets you a wow, it makes you go wow. Like that's what people share and what people show because some folks didn't expect that for somebody to me to do that to that girl, to that pretty girl and stuff like that. They were like, "Oh my god, he kissed her!" Like he got her on the lips, and then for me to like be like on the gang, my slogan and like got him and all that good stuff like that, like that was like icing on the cake where like everybody's like got you like like and the like it just everything icing on the cake. So like what really made the video pop off was like that like I had kissed her though. Instead on the cheek like a regular anywhere anybody else like I just went for it. I just said fucking kiss her on the lips.
Okay, so you're saying that within your videos, you need something that's going to make you
Wow.
and
Yeah.
and this is the video where that was the girl from All American, right? From that TV show.
So it wasn't her from All America, but everybody be thinking about it. So I just say she is. Fuck it. Because bro, after I seen the show, I was like, oh, that dude looked like her, huh? But no, that's not her. She was just a regular student at U of A, and then she transferred to Minnesota and shit. So she was just a regular girl.
Wow, wow. And so it was just off the strength of the content and off the video that you were able to just explode and get to where you are.
Yeah.
And so with the type of videos you make, you do interviews where you go out into just the public and you're gonna talk to, I guess, girls and guys about things related to dating, sex, um, student life, college life. I'll let you explain it a little bit better than me.
Yeah. So like pretty much what I do, like, and I do like not necessarily interviews is what like the only thing I do because I started doing different stuff too on top of it. But my interviews are pretty much like everything a very versatile thing. So it's like kind of like what I feel like sometimes. Sometimes I can ask about sex questions or dating and this and that. Like what's the first thing you notice on a guy when you meet him type stuff or like different things like that. But other stuff like I've done is like different things like to bring awareness to things like police brutality. Like I've done questions about that in public. I also went to like rally, like not a rally, but like by the area and shit like that, and like ask questions and everything. Like, how do you feel like the police brutality? How do you feel about Trump being president? Like just different stuff like that, like political stuff, just to bring awareness to some things when I needed to, and like just to do my own part, as a creator, because I have a voice now. So it's like, all right, that's one of those things. But majority of the time, like I'll ask like dating questions or like college student life things, like what's the craziest thing you've done in college? Um, you know, just simple, very simple things. What's your favorite position? Different dating, sexual questions. Like it's very versatile. So like I can go about anything I want. It's not necessarily has to be one topic or like one theme, but I can like do anything I want. And then I do go to get pranks and like other stuff too. So it's like, all right,
So you mix it up. Got you. So out of all the videos you've done, all the content you made, all the interviews you've had, what's your favorite either video you've made or question you've asked or response you've gotten from someone? Like any one of those three. Like what's your favorite just on your journey so far?
Oh, so okay, yes, I'm just thinking about it now. So it was September 27th, my bad. On accident that video popped up the first time. October-ish was my favorite video. October of 20, no, not 2019. 2019. I'm trying to think about that shit right now. Cause it was like, it was for sure that time. October, Halloween, because it was Halloween, bro. So it had to be this last year, not this year, but this last year. It was Halloween of 2019, bro. 2019 Halloween was fucking stupid crazy, bro. Stupid crazy. Yeah. Cause 2018, yeah, bet. So 2018, I left school. That December, homeless and everything. Yep, boom. So yep, October 29th or October 2019 was for sure one of my favorite videos because I remember the video and I don't remember what the fucking question was, but all I remember is like I was getting bitches. I was getting females, bro. Like I couldn't, bro. I had an accent. I forgot what the video was, bro. Like uh, bro, it was a good ass banger too. I forgot the name of the thing is, but it was a video where like, bro, I had a Australian accent, and I was like, all right, like, yeah, like, sure, yeah. Like, what do you mean, yeah? Like, bro, like, I was going off, and motherfucker was just loving that shit, and I was just kissing bitches and this and that, and motherfucker was like, oh my god, you're Australian, like, bro, like, and I said girls were showing like their titties and their ass, and like they were dressed up and everything, so it made it even better. Like, bro, hands down, I think that's my favorite videos. I don't remember the name of it. I remember the video because it's on my YouTube. I could go up to it and look at it and be like, "That's my favorite. That's always my favorite."
Okay. So let me ask you this: how has life changed now that you've become who you are, like gained the platform that you have now?
For sure, one of the things is like I met people that like what's it called are like close to me, but like that's something where I'm looking for like people that like relate to me. You know what I mean? I met some people that can like relate to me and like that I can count on, and like are like I can call true friends and stuff like that. Because like sometimes you can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't like you don't find that in this industry. Sometimes people like told me. So like I found some real ass friends and like people that stuck around and like have like never switched up or anything like that. So it's like one of those things that like showed me that like this is what I needed. This is what I am aimed to do now. And like different stuff like financials and everything has definitely changed. Like I went from like homeless to go with my sister for 2 years ago to like taking trips to California and driving in exotics or like going to fucking like Las Vegas and like collabing with big YouTubers and like just all these different things that like I couldn't do financially a year ago. Like I just couldn't. I can only dream of it and I can only pray and wish and keep grinding and hope the fucking God that this is what fucking happens. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it was like one of the things like shit. Like,
Yeah, I feel you. Cool. And so talking about the monetization piece of things,
mm.
where are your, as a content creator, where are your main monetization sources coming from? Are they coming from YouTube? Are they coming from brand deals or collabs?
Yeah, that can't be strictly money off the rip, bro. So like I do Patreon, which I have like all my my uncut uncensored shit, DBG uncensored, which all that stuff you can see from my videos that are naked or nudity, you can see it on there. But that's my main source of revenue right now. My second source is TikTok. They're finally paying us, so I made like close to 400 this month from TikTok. Not that bad, to be honest. And then what's the other thing? Uh, YouTube's finally paying me, so like YouTube kind of fucked me in a way, bro, because they trying to had violated AdSense guidelines, but there's no, you can't post, like it's not like a website, it's not like anything like YouTube. Like you can't post stuff, you can't type anything up, you can't do anything to get in trouble on AdSense. So for that to like for them to say that, like it's like, all right, like you really just don't want to give my money or something's wrong. You know what I mean? So they never cleared it up for me. So like I just still haven't figured that out. And I went to California to like talk. COVID's here, the office are closed. I can't press the issue. So I really have to wait on that. But I started a new AdSense account and hopefully I get to get paid this month because I have money in there waiting on me. So it's like, but majority is like my Patreon and my TikTok are my main sources, and then merch brings in some revenue. You know, but not crazy yet. But you feel I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to sell. So it's like how I want to sell, but like
I feel you. So you got some income streams where you're able to leverage your audience, where you have your private, you know, fan base with your Patreon. You're selling merch, and then you're starting to get some money from TikTok, and you're trying to figure out YouTube.
yes.
Now, this is a very interesting topic right here. When it comes to like the relationship between content creators and platforms, do you feel like what you're getting paid, or the relationship between like a TikTok with their creators or YouTube with their creators is fair, where you're being properly monetized for the amount of value you're bringing to the platform?
Me over that I didn't, bro. For some reason, they had screwed up my stuff earlier, bro. When I was doing like doing my own stuff and everything, like they had screwed up my what you would call it way back, bro. I was irritated as fuck because of it, because like bro, it was bad. It was very bad.
Wait, who screwed up your stuff?
Fucking YouTube, bro, because they screwed up my monetization. I didn't know how to monetize and everything until like a bigger YouTuber told me like to email YouTube support, and I didn't even know how to contact YouTube support because they don't help you. Like they don't really care for that shit. It's kind of pissing me off. That pissing me off. But that shit happened, I guess, and like I ended up figuring out like what everything was and stuff like that. You know, and, yeah.
Okay, cool. And so I think this will be the last question for now, because we got a lot here already. Say you're talking to someone who's just starting out, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Talking to someone just like you when you were beginning, and they want to live the life of a content creator or social media influencer. What advice would you give them on starting and being successful on their journey?
Be ready, bro. Be ready for the ups. Be ready for the downs, bro. Like, be ready to like not have people believe in you. Um, there's a lot of stuff, bro. Like, comes with this. Like, it's not all peachy green, bro. Like, you gotta grind, bro. And that's what it really is, to be honest. And, like, it's a grind. Like, and it's not getting hard. It's not getting any easier, bro. Like a year ago, it was decently easy to get into and stuff like that. Like, you know, but everybody's trying to be a YouTuber right now and be a content creator or a TikTok or whatever, and it's not getting any easier for anybody. So you really gotta set yourself apart now. Like to pop off, you gotta do something that ain't nobody else doing, and like be the best at it and just really shine, bro. Like that's all I have to say to anybody. Like, don't be afraid to shine, bro. Because this is if this is what you want to do, bro, you got to go all in, literally. Like when I say all in, like you got to be ready to quit your job and shit, make enough money where you can take that revenue that you made there and put it into your YouTube and just keep investing in yourself. After the ball starts rolling like I did, bro, and I had a lady took a chance on me, bro. One lady took a chance on me. And I bought an A6300, which is like $500, bro. I came with the other half, and she came up with the I came up with was like $500, right, or some shit like that. And she came up with the other 600 and gave it to me. So I was able to buy a camera. bought me a camera like for $1,000 or something like that, you know. And that was the one that I had. I still had that camera too, but she got it from me. She was like my booster, like something like that, like believed in me type shit. So she helped me get a camera. And after that, bro, it was fucking monster, you know. You should finally had that camera, finally was able to get better 4K quality content and different, you know, go on the business. So for sure, like you just gotta be able to like grind yourself, bro. Like be your best support until somebody else comes to help, at least I can say. You know, like don't work don't what's the word for it? Don't count on everybody, bro. Don't count on everybody, but count on yourself the most. And if somebody comes and helps you when you need it, bro, take it. Don't be shy away from it. And don't be shy away from asking people to help you, because then in the end you know who's really there for you. Because a lot of people say they're there for you, but they're not really there for you, bro, when it's time. So take that in heed and run with it, bro. And whatever dream you got, bro, once you start it, bro, you can't stop. Whatever was the other goals and everything, that's what this is you and YouTube. This is strictly you and YouTube now. And that's all it could be, bro. You can't look back. You can't look to the side and look there for distraction. You got to go head first and really put your head down and go for it.
Got you. So cool. I think that's a great place to, you know, finish off. And so for anyone who doesn't know who you are, where can they find you across social media?
Oh shoot, my YouTube DBGod, DBGOD, no spaces, all caps. You feel me? And it still is my TikTok DBGod too, because my first account got deleted or banned at a mill before I got to hit that. Because TikTok's racist, so cap. And also what they call it, my Instagram, same thing, DBGod1, and then my Twitter, same thing, the DBGod. So everything has DBGod. You type in DBGod, all my social medias will pop up. But mainly go to my Instagram because I have a store on there if you're trying to get some merch, and my store has all my social medias at the top corner like this, like a little square bracket.
Cool. Feel free to plug yourself in there at all times, man. So basically, DBGod across all social media. You know, DBGod on YouTube. It's DBGod1 on Instagram, Twitter, and it's DBGod2 on TikTok, because TikTok wanted to be some haters and delete you.
Hater rain.
Get your merch, they have to go find you on Instagram. And if someone wants to enter your Patreon, where can they do that?
Oh, that's in the link description too. So my store has it. So
Okay.
all I gotta do is go to my store, which is the link in bio on my Instagram. Click that, bro, and then it takes you to all my stuff. Like, so it has the money one. So it has a money sign, which is like for Patreon only fans. Like, you know, you have to pay for it. So that thing is right there. So all you gotta click is a little box and stuff like that, and then it has all my other social media. So it has my YouTube and everything else on there. So you don't have to worry or run to multiple places.
Okay, cool. So I appreciate you, bro, for coming on. Thank you for just sharing some of your stories, and hopefully we can come another day, get some more stories in.
Bet. I can rock with that.
All right, fam.
All right, family.
Talk to you. Peace.
All right, peace on the gang.